basically it's sort of a conglomeration of two different ideas. Shadu being the mountains, you know, where the terrors dwell. Nar-Mataru being
the abyss.
The abyss.
So we got mountains of the abyss. Basically, Chris came up with Shadu. We went through the Book of the Dead. He came up with Shadu. I came up with Nar-Mataru. However, I can't find fucking Nar-Mataru in the Book of the Dead, so I don't know if I dreamt it or if it's from some other source. And it's not from the fucking Morbid Angel song.
Yeah, I mean, that was the whole idea, was when we got together and we decided that we were going, you know, to go forward with a new act or whatever. We couldn't, you know, we were like, well, what should we call it? You know, and we're like, we were basically both at a standstill. We had no idea where to start. And so I think I suggested we, you know, take a look in the Necronomicon and each find a phrase or a word or a name, you know, and then get together the following weekend and see what we had.
Yeah.
And that's what it was.
Yeah.
I picked Shadu.
I picked Nar-Mataru.
Mountains in the Abyss.
Yeah. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, what do we got? About 6 songs, technically?
Yeah, we will.
So far at this point in time, we've got 3 of them are complete.
Yeah.
So we're halfway to home base. Basically, it's, you know, it's almost, you could say, where we left off in '94. You know, I mean, the metal is you know, it's true to our unique style that we've always had.
Better believe it.
You know, the sound ranges, you know, anywhere between, you know, a classic metal sound and you know, a death metal vibes. You got some black metal vibes in there. It's really a mixture of everything that we love to listen to.
It's actually pretty surprising.
Yeah.
And you can expect from the EP, you can expect a lot of different ranges of genres, and you can expect a lot of just pure heavy metal. That's what I say. Heavy metal, and yeah, it's really going to be something. I'm hoping other people can enjoy it as much as we are. I'm really enjoying this, big time.
Yeah, it's good times. It's,
yeah.
You know, every song that we complete is, you know, better than the last, you know, and it's really great fuel for us to keep moving forward. And on, you know, basically anyone who's a fan of any old school metal, check it out, because I think you'll like it.
Well, we've been playing since what, 89?
89, that's when we both kind of
30 years ago. 30 years ago.
30 years.
So yeah, you can like what you hear is going to be what we were doing then. Old school. I mean, that's what we are.
Yeah, that's what feels the most comfortable to do. We're keeping it true to, you know, the two of us, and, you know, both being involved in the process, and it's really great.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. We're even gonna try to throw in a little instrumental and on an EP at that. That's going to be something else, because that's been kind of like our trademark, throwing in a little instrumental. We've always did that. We did that in 1994 in Morbid Darkness, and that was an EP too. And we threw a little instrumental in there. So is that the Candescence of Capella? So
technically, yeah.
So we're gonna try to do that again. Not because it's something we did in Morbid Darkness, but because we've always played together that way. It's just our nature, and yeah, we're just continuing after all over 20 years. The EP is going to be something else, let me tell you. And yeah, that's what you can expect from the EP.
Please buy our product. 96. Holy shit.
96 has been a long time. 24 years since we last released something together. I personally, I have been out of action for about that long, except for a few jam bands. It's been a long time. This is really a great experience for me.
Yeah, well, I mean, as far as the past goes, it's, you know, we put out the EP and then, you know, without getting too in depth or, you know.
There's no need.
Yeah, it's things fizzled out, you know, things in life, you know, shit storms here and there. And, you know, at some point we just had to bring it to a close. And
Ever since then, though, we've always had the charisma, the idea of getting back together, but it just didn't happen.
yeah, several occasions.
Yeah.
Several occasions throughout that big hiatus or whatever you want to call it. You know, there were it was always a subject that we eventually would start talking about again, and I think in, like you said, 98, I think we talked a bit, and then 04 we got to talking again about it, and I think by 06 we had sort of come to an idea that we were going to maybe try it.
There was
to
even
do a full-length album.
Yeah, there was even some music going on.
There was music kind of being written, and the process was kind of getting going, but you know, it sort of fizzled out. And then again in 2013, the talks, you know, came up again.
Yeah.
And
I even had some of the lyrical themes I'm using in Shadow. I kind of wrote ahead of time for upcoming for revival of some kind. It just it fizzled out in 2013. But it didn't happen. So this felt right.
yeah.
We just started jamming, and on the weekends, and we just, you know, Chris just was like, why don't we just start like writing a song? I said, okay. I said, I'd love to. And that's how it happened. And we came up with SHADU-NAR-MATTARU, the track.
I mean, that was sort of we did some brainstorming because, you know, we had been out of touch for a little while before this, and when we got back together again, we were sort of brainstorming about, you know, the idea that we all, you know, we still had this hunger. You know, there was always this hunger to do something, but for some reason, you know, throughout all those years, there was some element that wasn't clicking. You know? And I think when we brainstormed about it and we tried, you know, picking it apart, it seemed pretty evident that I think we were coming at it sort of with the wrong approach before, you know, and I think that was sort of, you know, in some ways had to do with the demise of our past band.
Yeah.
And so we just started, you know, basically kind of hearkening back to like 89 through, you know, mid 91 when we were just, you know, we'd get together every couple of weeks and we'd just do these jam tapes and improv tapes, and, you know, that was kind of where our spirit really came from, you know. And in 91 when we put out our debut demo, you know, that was sort of the culmination of those two years, and, you know, from there it sort of progressed how it did, right?
Yeah.
But when we look back, it was sort of like, well, you know, maybe that was sort of the problem, you know, in later years with More of the Darkness, was the creative process was sort of, you know, it was a little divided, I guess you could say. And so when we decided to, you know, start working on some stuff with this, it was sort of like, well, we're both coming at it, you know, as a equal partners, you know, both musically, lyrically, and, you know, Clayton's playing rhythm guitars with me, you know, on this stuff. And I think that whole spirit really sort of, like I said, harkened back to the early days of, you know, 89 through 91, when, you know, all that great energy was being used.
There's a lot of energy involved with Shadow.
Yes.
A lot of energy. If it wasn't there and we weren't feeling it, we wouldn't be doing it.
That's for sure.
and that's important to know. I've also, coming up to what happened to us getting together, I've conquered a lot of personal problems I've had over the last few years. And that's really important to know, that I've conquered a lot of demons that I've had problems with without getting into it.
The whole atmosphere since we've started this band back in February, technically,
Yeah.
has been just outstanding. Like, we get together every weekend. Sometimes we just hang. Sometimes we work on music, right? And it's kind of like that thing that you look forward to all week. It's like, it's really, I keep talking about the old days back in '89 and shit, but it's like that energy has really come back, and he's doing good, and that really makes everything flow smooth. So. And it's fun. It's fucking great fun.
Fucking right. If it wasn't fun, we wouldn't be here doing it.
That's right.
The lyrical themes of SHADU-NAR-MATTARU are definitely not religious in nature. We don't worship any deities or gods. There's definitely an occultic side to them, and a definitely dark side, as you can tell. There's definitely a darkness to them. I gotta release a lot of shit into the, as you can tell from the vocals, I release a lot of crap, a lot of inner darkness. But yeah,
I think we kind of use, the occultic themes, like the Lovecraft stuff and whatnot, and all the weird fiction that we like to read, and we use that as sort of a vehicle to channel that energy.
Oh yeah.
And there's some themes, based on literary works and whatnot.
It's all metal. This is a metal band. We're gonna have metal lyrics. We're not gonna sing about the birds and the bees.
Yeah, it doesn't work well with
no.
rainbows and unicorns.
Rainbows and unicorns.
But obviously it's a lot of darkness from within ourselves, and like I say, inspired by strange fiction and just our own imaginations, just like we had done before.
Oh fuck! I'll be reading short stories, and all of a sudden I'll find one, and I'll be like, holy shit. Because I read a lot of dark fiction, and I'll be like, wow, that's it, I got a theme for a lyric. That's how it works.
Whenever I sit down to write any lyrics, it's always I need a visual, dream up shit in my head, whether it has any specific plot or destination, who knows, right? But it's, the imagery has to come through to pervade those feelings of darkness that we want to include into this music.
The Hell Beyond the Stars was influenced by a short story I read. I just added to it, but there's a short story I read, and that's where it came from. That's where I get my ideas from. It could be a short story, or in the case of Shadow, it just came from my mind. That's where stuff comes from.
And there's no ulterior motive behind our lyrics. There's no political agenda. There's nothing like that. There's no religion.
Hell no.
It's totally from.
Well, there's a life, everyday life. There's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
That I got a lot to vent out, and that's what I do. You can hear it in my voice. There's a lot of yelling, and screaming going on. I vent out stuff. I get angry. I get mad. And what better way than to sing about, netherworlds and the ancient ones.
I think, like I touched on a couple questions before there. Basically, my idea when I came to Clayton and said, hey, let's take our jam sessions, which were basically just free jams. He was on guitar, I was on drums. We'd play for half an hour at a time. just to get the energy back and see where it went.
Took a couple of riffs out of that, started playing them. Yeah.
Yeah, basically I said, well, you know, let's give me a couple of riffs. You know? We'll start with a couple of your riffs, and then we'll sit down and track them, and then we'll just see what happens. You know? And the first song we worked on, Shadu, was just that. You know, there was I think 3 riffs or so that we had, and we started, you know, tracking them, and then I came up with a couple riffs, you know, to put in there, and we sort of just come up with the riffs, and then we find where to put them. You know? And from there, you know, it's basically we have a song when we're done. You know, it's 3 hours later or something. And then basically from there, you know, I will lay down a drum track and some bass, and then maybe some lead guitar stuff. And then during that week, between sessions, we'll start, you know, doing lyrical stuff on our own, you know. And then when we get back together for the vocal sessions, it's just that same deal. We sit down, we scratch it out, and then we hit record, and that's it. But I think the big thing about this new band is that, you know, it's a group thing. It's like back in Morbid Darkness, in the later years, it was like, you know, I was writing songs, you know, musically on my own, and then we'd get together after a few months or whatever, and I'd have all these songs, and then I'd just kind of like, you know, here's the tape, you know, see what you can do.
That wasn't working out.
And it wasn't working out at all, because really, like I said before, it was a real divided creative process.
Yeah, we weren't working together at the time.
It was very
I think that was part of why we kind of broke up too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was the thing, right? I mean, you write songs and then nothing happens with them, and after so many times of that happening, you just get discouraged. And, you know, I think we were both kind of thinking, well, what the fuck? Have we lost the magic? Or, I think we definitely didn't lose the magic. We just kind of lost our way a little bit, you know.
It's cool that now I can actually lay down some guitar.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like before,
as best as I can.
Before it was he was playing solos, which is not to say that he wasn't writing riffs back then. You know, it was just they weren't getting incorporated into songs for some reason.
Yeah, so I was kind of doing my own band back then.
But with this thing, it's truly great that we're both coming at it, and we're both equal partners, and everything's so far has gone really smooth.
And it's awesome now that I can actually bring the disc home and listen to it before the lyrics, and then I can work that out.
Yeah, that's the other thing about now versus then. Is back then we had, you know, my riff tapes would be just riffs, like recorded on a tape, you know, on my tape player. And any recordings that we made, it was the same deal. You know? And back then it was like we hit the studio back in '94, which was just like a flute fucking, you know, we were lucky, that's all I say, to have been able to do that. But at the time, that was really your only option, you know, besides buying a 4-track tape recorder, which we didn't even have money for. But that was really, I mean, when everything came together in the studio, it was like, wow, this is fucking awesome. And we didn't experience that after that, because it was, like I said, it was just tapes and riffs. But now with the technology, you know, home studio, it's you know, there's no limitations, we're not on the clock, you know. We got to take an extra session to finish the song.
Yeah, you see, that's what's important about the creative process too, is that we can work on something at all we want. We can work on a song. There's no time limit. If it takes 3 hours, 3 days, it doesn't matter. We got all the time that's needed. There's no 2 weeks.
That helps too, because that's a lot of stress. You know, when you're on the clock and money is burning. I mean, that's a shitty thing. It can really fuck with the energy and the vibe of the music. But now it's really great.
The only limitation are the drums because of the neighbors.
Yeah, I can't play for 8 hours. half an hour here,
Yeah.
tops. But you know, that's a small price to pay because we are pretty much just doing a song at a time anyway. So no big bombastic drum recording sessions, which is also
Well, the drums are fucking awesome. I gotta tell you that.
not bad.
Especially on Hell Beyond the Stars, those drums are fucking awesome. Better than just. It was weird with that song because that's exactly as I wanted them to be, and then he did them on, and it was exactly as I thought they would. It's like incredible.
It's always a good song.
The future is grim. World domination.
Yeah. Well, future. Honestly, at this point, we're working on an EP. Like I said before, we're about halfway finished.
Yeah.
Right now, tentative release date, digitally probably the end of June. I think we'll do a short run CD version of it, which will probably be available early July.
And what about the internet?
It'll be all over iTunes and all that shit. And basically, that's sort of where we're at right now, and that's what we're focused on, getting that finished up. But by no means is that going to be a one-off deal. We both have tons of ideas for future stuff, and we're going to fucking follow through with that afterwards, probably with a full-length album following the EP. I can't give you any dates, maybe the end of the year. Same deal digitally, probably a short-run CD. I'd love to throw it on vinyl, but who's got the money for that?
Yeah.
Damn it. But basically, we want to stay in our comfort zone in terms of what we are and why we started. We're a studio band. We're not looking to go out and play festivals, get a band together, all that shit.
We're a studio.
It's the furthest thing from our mind right now.
I'm 45, I'm too old for that shit.
Yeah, we're getting older, right? But really, we just want to focus on the magic, and all the magic so far is just it's being done in the studio. That's totally cool.
Yeah. SHADU-NAR-MATTARU is kind of like a treadmill right now. It just keeps going, and that's a creative process of talking about. And that's where we're at with the band. As long as it keeps going, we keep getting ideas. It's going to keep going like a treadmill, and that's very important. That's why I'm saying we're gonna keep going as long as the machine keeps rolling, and that's what we're doing.
And given the circumstances with recording and all that, it's super effective, for us to do what we've been doing, which is basically work on a song at a time.
Yeah.
And not to push too far in the future, but when we're sitting there and we finish the song and we listen back to the final mix, it's like it's jubilation.
Yeah.
But it's also a fuel, because we want to do so much more. And really, there's no limitations that I can think of, short of extreme writer's block. But I don't see that happening.
No.
And we're just gonna keep rolling, and one album at a time sort of thing mentality. And
We don't have a title yet, but we're working on it.
It's coming.
You can expect a lot of different ideas I got vocally for the songs too. I'm planning on doing a song that's just going to be a lot more kind of like a black metal vibe for one of the songs. So there's a variation of different kinds of vocals in the song.
That also harkens to our influences. I mean, we love tons of different genres of metal.
Oh yeah.
We love old metal. We love new metal.
Yeah.
There's so much shit out there
It's
that
impossible.
inspires us, to keep writing music. And I think a testament to that is, like you say, vocal styles. I mean, he's got death metal grunts, he's got black metal shrieks. You know, it's all over the map, and that keeps it interesting too.
Well, that's what you got to look forward to. Is that musically there's going to be variations, vocally, and there's going to be some surprises are going to be coming out. It's going to be a roller coaster ride, and that's what I like.